Hi guys, welcome to Ask Ben's Mom, and today's video is going to be to answer all these questions coming in about the dreaded haircut experience. Oh my goodness, it is definitely something that all us autism parents and caregivers can relate to. And I'm not gonna lie, when Ben was very little, we did many haircuts while he was sleeping. It was really the only way for a little bit of time. And then as he got to be more of like a preschool age and we attempted to take him to a barber shop, the torturous experiences began. And I realized how unfamiliar with autism and sensory needs a lot of the barbershops and hairdressers were. I started a program with my husband a few years ago trying to help improve that process by bringing in sensory items into the hairdressing places and to incorporate them during a haircut. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what's helped with Ben over the years, and just know if your child is a screaming lunatic during a haircut, you are not alone, and it does get better because over the years the desensitization happens. But there are tips and tricks that we have that may be able to help you. Okay, so I do want you to consider the environment of a haircut. All the sensory overload that's happening, the bright lights, right? The wet hair, the spraying of the water, so the wetness, the lighting, the sounds of buzzers and blow dryers, hair falling on them sometimes in and of itself, even being up on a chair, sometimes that height is bothersome. There's so many sensory things that can be going on that is irritating to the child. So I like to take a real sensory approach, and it helped Ben tremendously over the last few years to have a calmer cut experience. Okay, so what do I want to start with? One thing we like to use are weighted items. So sometimes I just put a weighted like shoulder pad on him before the cape, or I use this on the lap too for a weighted lap pad just to calm and give some pressure so he can relax. Also sitting on one of those wobble or wiggle seats. This is all stuff on Ben's Amazon page. I can link, he has a whole haircut section on his page. You can see all the things he uses. But wiggle seats, we put them down on the seat before he sits down, and then we use a weighted item or items to help. So I always have fidget toys for him, for his hands, whether it's a cube, fidget spinner, or just squeezing the balls. If you're cutting hair at home, you can use these sensory toys. If you're going to a barbershop, I would bring stuff with you. Even the iPads, obviously, the kids love the iPads. But bringing some sensory toys for their hands is easy enough to carry and bring along with you. Do you guys know about these? Calming clippers. So these give a buzz cut without the sound of a buzzer. And there's different attachments you can use on them, like all the different numbers. So some kids like the scissors, some kids like the buzzers, some kids don't like either of them. Ben, I still can't put a scissor to his head. He prefers a buzzer. But for kids who don't like the buzzer at all, these calming clippers are definitely a good option. And it's easy for parents to do this. You can't really screw up the haircut with these because you just can't really screw it up. So this is an option. Ben will only allow me to use a cordless buzzer because he does not like the cord touching his body at all. So we use cordless buzzers. Sometimes it's important to go through the desensitization process of the buzzing sound. So just even leaving a buzzer on in your house, like in the stand on, so they get used to the noise a little bit during the day, a few minutes a day, then just letting them hold it, maybe having it vibrate, holding it and vibrate on them, moving up to their chin or their face, to their hair. Sometimes you just got to go really slow with these kids. Something to also help them get used to the buzzing and the vibration. I love these turtles. I don't think I have good batteries in them. Oh, I do. You guys know these? Press the head. They're great to calm them down sensory wise, but they also get used to like the buzzing. If you do some of this on their head before the haircut, it's like the scalp ready for the buzzer. And the kids like these, they're cute. Okay, a lot of kids do not like the hair falling into the mouth. So we have these that you can put around the neck. They could chew on it so that Ben just goes like the whole time, but you can use these as well. I set timers all the time when we're doing haircuts for breaks. So again, my favorite timer, but I would set some kind of timer and take breaks, or sometimes you just want to plow through it. I get it, either way. Ben likes to look at visually appealing things in front of him. This is his favorite. It's called a calming bottle. They have them on Amazon also. They're kind of really nice. So you can make these yourself. Kind of really cool. Some other tips. Do not just go at a kid and spray their hair with water. Using the water and spraying into your hand and then putting the water on their head is helpful. Spraying it into their hand, letting them put it on their head, and sometimes turning the seat around so they're not watching what's happening in the mirror is another good tip. So take that sensory approach, slow and steady. Just know that it gets easier and easier as they get older. There is a quiet buzzer on Amazon that doesn't make much noise. I've never used it. Ben likes the cordless, this one, but there is a quiet buzzer. So that might be another alternative as well for you. So just know you're not alone, and it does get easier, but desensitization is important. Try not to stretch those haircuts out until you can't like take it anymore, because the more they're doing it, the quicker they'll get used to it. It's just one of those experiences for these kids that's challenging. So bring as many sensory items with you as you can. I hope this is helpful, and I hope it gets easier for you. Any questions or comments, just comment below, and I'll link Ben's Amazon page with all his haircut tools on there. Okay, hope you guys are well, and as Ben always says, don't forget, autism is superpower. Talk to you soon. Bye.